Hey guys, we're going to work on our first Google Classroom assignment we're working with the watercolors that you painted the last couple weeks. So first thing, you're going to go to Google Classroom, go to Art 6th grade, and the first assignment is watercolor posters. So you're going to click on the Google slideshow there, and I've created your own Google slideshow for you. It's got 4 slides here to the left. If you need to add more, you can add a new slide later if you want to keep experimenting. First thing we're going to do is insert your image of your watercolor from your Google Drive. In your Google Drive, you have recent and you also have shared with me, so you can look in either of those folders since I did share with you your watercolor. You're going to select your first watercolor that you like and you're going to click on Insert. I want to resize that and get it right all the way to the edges. Even if it spills over, I need to get it all the way to the edges, like so. If you have a little bit of edge showing on your image and you want to get rid of that, you can double click on the image, click on this black bar and pull it in, and it will crop your image and get rid of, let's say, the desk, if the desk is showing in the picture. Okay, I'm going to drag that out. Now it is covering the whole thing. I'm going to insert another image from my Google Drive, one of my paintings, actually one of your paintings here. I'm going to click on this one and insert. Notice this one goes horizontally. I need to rotate that around, and so it is vertical. I want to make sure it is centered so I can move it up and down until I get those crosshairs. So it is centered vertically, and now I want to, it's centered horizontally there, and now also horizontally and vertically. So you can see those red crosshairs, and that is right in the center. So now I'm going to start my second one. On your second one, you can insert image from Google Drive. Let's say you choose this watercolor here, and you want to place that on the page. Click and drag it down until it fills it all the way up. There's a little bit of edge showing, so I'm going to double click, pull that inward so I can crop that out. And then I want to resize it by only grabbing the corner. One thing that you want to avoid is resizing it this way because it's going to stretch out your watercolor, and that's not the way you intended to paint it. So you only want to grab it from the corner so it'll constrain those proportions. Pull that out a little bit more. Now it goes all the way to the edge. Now, I want to place the same watercolor on top of the one I have. So I have 2 choices. I can insert from my Google Drive again, or I can press Control-C for copy and Control-V for paste. And now I have 2 of the same images. I'm going to shrink down the second image, place it somewhere around the center, and then I'm going to rotate it around 180 degrees. And it looks like a totally different painting, but in fact it's the same one, it's just opposite. So that looks really nice, I think, because the colors all match. I'm going to place that somewhere here around the center. I'm looking for those red lines, and I find there we go. Now it is centered. Now you can start a new one, or you can work with this one. I'm going to try clicking on this, and I'm going to format it. I'm going to change my adjustments. I can change the transparency of it, which is how see-through it is. And if you see that, it's starting to change and be able to see through to the background. So I can change it that way. I can also change how bright it is. I can also change the contrast, change it either way, and experiment with that and see what that does. So now that's popping right out from the background, even though it's the same.